questions about Michael M? All right, so we're going to move on to the next two cases. In the next, okay, really got to get this cough done. So in the next few cases, we're going to take a look at discrimination that occurs because of pregnancy. And so ultimately, we will look at pregnancy-based discrimination as pregnancy-based discrimination as it relates to sort of gender discrimination. This first case seems a lot better than other cases that will come later, as you'll see. This case is not that bad. The justification of Ohio and the Cleveland Board of Education are particularly deplorable. So the facts in this case is that city law in Cleveland mandated that pregnant women quit their jobs without pay 3 months before giving birth. Now, this law isn't nearly as extreme as some of the others that were operating by local school boards at the time. Some required women to quit 5 months before delivery at the farthest end. And the rationale that all of these local school boards provided was that school children should be spared seeing pregnant women who were considered, quote, and this is the rationale that Cleveland used, unsightly. The law in question asked women whom were pregnant to quit their jobs without pay because they were considered unsightly to the school children. That is 100% the justification that Cleveland provided, and many other school districts provided. I don't need to tell you how preposterous that is. My wife's due in July, so we are 3 months out. She just started showing she was pregnant. Most women don't show until late in their third trimester. And all of this goes with the idea that this is somehow unsightly and children can't deal with the sight of seeing women pregnant or their teachers pregnant or their administrators pregnant, which is absolutely preposterous. The Supreme Court in this case held that the law in particular and those like it were absolutely unconstitutional. And the Supreme Court didn't even have to raise the issue of what degree of judicial scrutiny was appropriate. So this actually comes before the idea of intermediate scrutiny. But no discussion of scrutiny is made. The court doesn't wrestle here with whether they should use rational basis or whether they should use strict scrutiny. They just say flat out, this law is simply unconstitutional. This, however, might be, at least for a few years, the high point of the court in terms of dealing with pregnancy-based discrimination. In future cases, the court is not nearly as supportive of women.